For the record, please state your name and occupation.
Aruto Hiden, CEO of Hiden Intelligence, also known as Kamen Rider 01. This seems like a waste of time. You already know everything about me.
The battles you've had against MetsupoJinrai.net have caused a great deal of damage to private and public properties.
It's an investigative formality. We're recording this in case there's a civil suit filed against you.
Correction. You should say the battles we've had. It would be difficult and irresponsible for AIMS to shift full responsibility to Aruto for any damage caused while protecting the population from the Magia attackers. In this case, culpability is a two-way street.
We are duly authorized agents of the peace. Aruto is nothing more than a disgraced comedian who stumbled into the controls of his grandfather's company and, by proxy, the 01 driver.
Disgraced? I was about to hit my prime before the Magia interrupted my set at the amusement park. I never got to tell the big joke. Have you heard about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere.
Please leave.
Really? Tough crowd.
As part of a plan to expand Kamen Rider's name in America, came a comic specifically made for the country. That's right, a Kamen Rider project that Japan didn't get. Well, Saban's Smash Rider had a comic too, but you know what I mean. At first, this seemed like a great idea. Comics, and superheroes in general, are still going strong in America. The artist was a big fan of Kamen Rider Black, and story writer Brandon Easton was into shows like Gundam. Team Kamen Rider, an official group made to help expand the brand, also had a hand in working in on the comic, so you know there's at least gonna be some care in...
Aruto is an extremely relatable and a fantastic character to take on a hero's journey. He tries to be a comedian, but there's a superhero that's always been buried beneath his facade. Brandon Easton, Gizmodo interview, August 11th, 2022.
Oh, huh. Well, I don't think facade is the right word, but that's just semantics. I'm being a huge nerd there.
The themes of sacrifice, heroism, teamwork, and justice resonate with audiences all over the world. Kamen Rider heroes tend to embody those characteristics throughout the 50-year span of the various series.
Yeah, that sounds more in line with Kamen Rider. A little generic, but more or less in line. Luckily, I was able to grab early copies of each volume from Stonebot Comics, the publishers of the series, and I was given a couple of comics signed by Easton himself. Good stuff. The cover looks great, the main ones at least. Aruto versus a new villain called Ragnarok. This one just looks cool. The rest are not as good. Like, this one would have been fine, but Izu, you good there? And the others are a little bland, especially the cover that just uses PNGs as the real suits. Oh, but if we want to skip ahead just a little bit, I think this cover is one of the prettiest covers ever. That is beautiful. Though covers aren't everything. We actually have to look inside to see the real story.
At long last, the time has come to wipe the Kamen Riders from the face of the earth.
Who are you? Where did you get that armor?
Stand, Rider, and face your fate.
Henshin!
Jump! Authorize. Progress! Torpedo rise! Rising hopper!
A jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
You're another rider? Who are you? Answer me now!
Or else what? You'll wound me with your tasteless humor? It is time for the final phase of Armageddon to begin, or as the ancients called it, Ragnarok.
Whatever you are, I won't let you threaten this city! Or us!
In this first issue, Aruto reflects on how much he's been helping people, but Ames tells Aruto that yes, he saves civilians at a big cost. What do you hope readers take from the book?
A sense of fun and incredible action sequences. Also a great story about learning how to take responsibility for the damage a person may cause, even when doing the right thing.
After several battles, we see the destruction left behind by our heroes. Not on purpose, of course, but the damage is still there. It gets to the point where Aruto is about to be asked to step down as CEO, and hey wait, didn't we already have an episode like this? And aren't these the exact facial and body expressions from the show? Hold on, Flying Falcon when the caption says Flaming Tiger? Huh? Okay, not a very good first impression. So Izu grabs a sample of Ragnarok and along with Aruto, discovers a secret base near Mount Fuji. Horobi exposits how Ragnarok was a failsafe in case of an extinction level event. Then we're told about like a star or something releasing energy waves that activated Ragnarok, and he has a data of writers, so now he has 1,000 key- What? What? I legitimately don't get it. Did I not read this right? Now, the riders face off against Ragnarok. We get a helmetless scene, and Aruto beats Ragnarok by hitting him really hard with Breaking Mammoth. Well, that's not entirely true. He also uses
Situational logic. By reminding him that he'd be the final Kamen alive, it made him recalculate his final mission.
And Aruto's actions preoccupied the reasoning centers of Ragnarok's CPU. The idea that Kamen Riders could also be innocent humans was something he'd never considered.
I underestimated you.
Thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
Before you go, I've got a question. How do you make a waterbed bouncier? Add spring water!
I am here too.
And that's it. The 01 comic is only 4 issues long, and not a long read at all, if you're even interested. I could recommend the comics since they're that short, but you really would have to get past a few shortcomings. The characters are a little off, especially Fuwa, and the errors I mentioned earlier were just the tip of the iceberg. Plus, Ragnarok is like, there. As the main villain of the story, he's fine, I guess? His design is cool and he puts up a couple of good fights, though his creation backstory it's weird. I guess it's cool, maybe, but it's weird, even for Kamen Rider standards. All in all, this is an interesting mark in Kamen Rider history, and in a weird way, I kind of don't even mind the comic. Like, yeah, I said there were shortcomings, more like long comings, am I right? But still, I appreciate the work when it's put into. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't want to say it sucks because that's really mean to say. But I appreciate we have this at all. Okay, at the very least, I'll say it's not like downright awful. I don't think it's like the worst thing ever. Definitely not even like Saban's Mass Rider level of bad. And at the same time, you could just ignore it outright, like any other V Cinema or Hyper Battle video or whatever. I don't know, guys.
Culpability is a two-way street, bitch. The name derives from Norse The name derives from Norse mythology. It was a tale of the ending of the world in a brutal apocalypse. Perplexing. It is impossible for me to scan beneath his armor, as if it was in a state of permanent flux. The idea that Kamen Riders could also be innocent humans was something he never... Sorry, I had to burp.